We're done with the top 10. We want the top 3. Nobody's ever done it with co-ed, and we're doing it with co-ed. We didn't come top 3. And we didn't come top 10.
I thought it was enough, to be honest. When they ran, I thought, okay, we're gonna squeak in, probably in the 3rd spot.
That was my first time not making finals, and it was awful. It's hard when you have your best run and it's just not quite good enough.
You can't afford the touchdown, you can't afford the bobble. That's sport, you know?
It was devastating.
I would say this would be a wake-up call for every single person.
We walked off the floor at Worlds and we started practicing the next day at 10 a.m. We started practicing knowing that we weren't going to compete again.
Chris was like, we're doing this. Seeing how hard all the other athletes work, it just left us wanting more for this year. Making day 2 is our new goal.
If people doubt us this year, it just makes us stronger.
Now we're coming back with a vengeance.
Watch out.
This whole last year basically just made the drive that much more for this year.
We kind of have to move on from it, but it was a really positive experience, so coming in, it made me more excited for this year.
A lot of the team members that used to be on Temptation for the last season are still in an aftershock of maybe, I guess, not making day 2. So they've been going hard at it from day 1, and it's been incredible.
There are no tourists on this team. You need to feel it in your heart, in your soul, and you need to commit to your team, and that's the way it's going to be.
I'm paying this for every single new standing full that gets landed.
Well, this year's banquet was the red, white, and blue owl. Just kind of a casual, fun, beachy, throw a flower in your hair, have a good time.
So everyone was in kind of flowery tops and dresses. You see everyone dressed up, and you're used to seeing them in practice clothes and all sweaty, and then you see everyone dressed up. It's nice. I don't know. It's nice to see everyone like that.
Luau was totally fun because everybody wore the pretty leis, and it was really bright and colorful, and it was a nice vibe.
It's always really fun to come together, get dressed up in something that's not cheer makeup and your uniform, and be able to take pictures with each other and just sit down for a nice meal.
It was really, really fun, especially the one last night you have with your entire team, being together, supporting each other, especially the scholarships.
Well, this year I was blessed with the opportunity to be the scholarship winner, which was just such an overwhelming feeling.
It's really important to be able to send people off the right way. A chance for everybody to say a proper goodbye and to put that sort of punctuation point on the end of season so that we can start another one.
So this year we did a luau, and people came in their Hawaiian shirts and shorts and flip-flops, and it was way more casual, really fun. This year we did see one of our major coaches who's been a big part of our gym in terms of a senior coach who's coached Worlds levels teams. And John decided to take his career a little bit of a different direction.
So John is now the gym director at Panther Cheer Athletics in Richmond, British Columbia, and we are thrilled for him.
I'm definitely gonna miss him, and I really hope he knows how much of an impact he's had on my life.
He's the father of the team, basically. He scared you. He scared you so much. You just wanted to strive to push to be amazing.
Make you wanna hit that skill, just to prove John wrong, just to show him that you could.
I'm gonna miss him so much. That's what we want to do for next year. Goal, make John proud.
Scott was one of the original members of our International 5. So our very first chance at Worlds, Scott was on the floor with us. And he's grown from being a 15-year-old boy who came out of gymnastics and thought it was cool because there were pretty girls, to being an incredible team member and an incredible staff member on management here. Having him go, you know, is always hard, but it's time.
Scott was my first tumbling coach ever. I probably cried at every private lesson because he would yell at me.
For him to not be around, I think it's going to be an adjustment for the team. Because I think everyone looks up to him as a role model.
Every single year I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to be just like Scott. I want to sound just like Scott.
We're done. It's, you know, season 10 is done, and I wake up tomorrow and season 11 starts.
We cry and then 18 hours later have tryouts, so it's pretty awesome.
Me and Jess, when we were younger, we used to have this like gymnastics club in our backyard, and I think we were always maybe meant to do this, like always maybe meant to coach, but like we would like invite neighborhood kids over and like teach tumbling in our backyard, and it was a damn mess. Like it was a damn mess.
So me and Chris, we've known each other since we were born. We're cousins, so when he moved to Toronto, I was at home for a year, and I kind of knew I had to make the move here because I don't know, I liked being where he was and we work better together.
They used to coach when they were coaching on the East Coast, and now they're back together. And it'll be interesting to see what they bring to the Senior 5 team.
I think Chris is an awesome coach. Obviously, he brings a lot of passion to the sport, which is something I try to do with my kids as well.
I love her. She's so funny.
Sometimes girls need girls, and having her there and being a positive influence on these girls is important.
So we kind of have a dynamic duo, I guess you would call them. The cousins. Pretty excited.
Like they're family. They'll be at Christmas and be thinking about choreography or something. They're so good together. They're so good together.
Welcome everybody, how is everyone today? It's gonna be intense in here, loud and fun and lots going on. It's one thing to be motivated for your practice and work hard at your practice, but you need to give as much energy across the floor to the other two teams to ensure they have a good, successful season. You can't help but be excited on the first practice of a season because anything is possible. You can dream as big as you want because you have no idea what to expect. CJ, out!
My name is Carrie Ann Young. I coach the University of Guelph cheerleading team. I'm very excited. I love COBRAS. I've been supporting COBRAS for several years. My niece cheers here.
We asked Carrie and On Board to help us through the summertime. What she's done for the Guelph program is absolutely amazing, and I'm really excited. Along with Carrie Ann being part of the program, Scott will also be joining the staff for Richardson. He's kind of been our super fan. It only felt fitting for him to step into that role.
I am ecstatic to have Scott coach. He's trying to take us to top 5 this year, so we're all excited.
I knew before the season was done, like I wanted to coach that team. Just wait. Just wait. I got big plans for this team. I've been thinking about it since that very, like, walking off world stage, I've been thinking about it.
The goal has changed. The goal is different, it's new, it's fresh.
I think the chemistry of the team is going to be a little bit stronger this year.
I've only had one practice, and I love all of the girls.
I love this team. This is like the best team I've ever been on.
It's definitely harder than any other team that I've been on.
Our team is stacked this year.
We're actually really good.
They're an army, man. Like they're an army.
Top girls, thirds, bases, tumbling, attitude. Like this is it. This is the most talented team that I've ever coached.
The best senior team the gym's ever seen.
I think we're going to come out with a bang and shock some of the other teams.
Just watch.
We're out for it.
I have a good feeling that I haven't had in a while.
Watch your back, because the snake might bite.
Nobody's gotten top 3 in Canada. It remains our goal.
No, that goal is still there, and that's what's going to drive Nat and I through this whole season.
Grand champions of the world.
For sure, I'm going for the $100.
If you can't land this next practice, you owe me. Sound good? Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.